Hello, Arnon and Eli and Alon and Otis and Thaddeus. I wanted to wish you Merry Christmas and read you guys a special story. It's called Bad Kitty Christmas. Okay, let's see how this goes. 'Twas the night before Christmas, and all through the city not a creature was stirring except for Bad Kitty. How did she get here, you may ask yourself? It's a very long story. I'll tell it myself. First thing in the morning, I awoke to a clatter. I ran to the stairs and said, "What is the matter?" And that's when I found Kitty in the midst of the caper. She'd torn through the gifts. She was covered in paper. The angel was ambushed, the books were all bumped, the cards were all crushed, the drums were all dumped, the eggnog was ended, the fruitcake was flung, the gifts were all gutted, the holly unhung. The icicles injured, the jingle bells jumped, the Kris Kringle was kicked, the lights were all lumped, the manger was mauled, the nutcracker nailed, the ornaments ousted, the poinsettia paled. The quiet was quashed, the ribbons were ripped up, the star was sent swirling. Come on, Bad Kitty. The tree was tripped up, the unicorn's ugly, the vixen was vexed, the wreath looked just wretched, the xylophone X'd. Our Yuletide looked yucky, our zeal had been zapped, when I found Kitty in shreds where she napped. Oh, Kitty, Bad Kitty, I'm filled with distress. You've ruined our Christmas. Just look at this mess. All of these presents, they were all for you. Why did you do it? And Kitty said, meow. Though there were presents and bundles and boxes galore, Kitty was angry. She wanted more. She wanted an ape and a bear and a cormorant dish, a duck and an eagle baked with a fish, a gecko, a horse, an ibis, a jackal, a kiwi, a lion, a soup with a mackerel, a narwhal, an owl, a penguin on rye, a quazzle, a rabbit, a seahorse in pie, a toad and an urchin, a vole and a whale, a xerus, a yak, fried with zebra tail. That does it. I've had it. Just look at this place. I don't care if you're mad. Kitty, you're a disgrace. I've never known someone so selfish and greedy. 'Tis the season, you know, to give to the needy. I'd better start cleaning. What will you do? Do you feel like helping? But Kitty said, meow. She was still miffed when we packed up to go on an afternoon trip through the Christmas Eve snow. As we left the city for Uncle Murray's, the window was open. She left in a hurry. Oh, Kitty, dear Kitty, do not go, you must stay. We shouted and cried as she ran away. But still she abandoned us right then and there. We thought that we'd never see Kitty again. 'Twas the night before Christmas, and out on the street I saw a little black cat with little wet feet. She sat in a dark alley, a dark path, dark and scary. She didn't look jolly, she didn't look merry. She looked so alone as she sat there and pondered, and if she was lost and unsure where she'd wandered. And then she began to meow and to bellow. She cried for a while till I said, hello. What do we have here? A little black cat. Do you have a home? Let's look into that. There, little cat. It will be all right. You shouldn't be out on this cold wintry night. I'll take you upstairs to dry off your fur. Would you like some food? And the kitty said, purr. Now my home's a bit empty. Why, it's practically bare, but I still have a little and I'm happy to share. I grabbed a clean towel to dry off her back and set down a plate with a small, tasty snack. Do you like this old tree, the one on the shelf? Do you know I adorned it all by myself? You won't see any tinsel, not even one light. It only has photos and they're all black and white. Come with me, little cat, let me show you all the folks in my life and the people I knew. Why, here's my Aunt Agnes, my brother Bobby, my dear cousin Clancy, and his daughter Dottie. That's Edgar the Elder with Father Frank and Grandmother Gail and her husband Hank. And these are my in-laws, Ike and Alanda, with their two juveniles, John and Joanna. They each had a kid, Kendra and Ken, and the lineage goes on with Landra and Len. Here's my mother Marge and her lovely niece Nan, and her offspring Oscar, and her partner Pam. That's Quinn in the quilt, a family heirloom. He's related to Robert, who hails from Carcoon. That's Sister Sophia and her twins Tina and Todd, with dear Uncle Upton, who has a nose that was odd. A little weird, but we don't judge. That's Vash, my friend, or Fred in Afrikaans. She's Walter's wife, and he is my son. This last one's my favorite. It's of the whole silly gang at a Christmas reunion where we laughed and sang. We met in New York near the end of December. I wrote on the picture so I'd always remember. On here it says Christmas, 1962. We're spending our Yule at the Central Park Zoo. The cat looked entranced while I patted her fur. We stared at each other and the picture for her. You should know, my cat, that I'm still quite concerned with only this tree that looks slightly bent. I may not have jewels or a car or a yacht, but I still have my memories, and that's quite a lot. Little cat, this is what Christmas should be. It's not about stuff or a big spending spree. It's not about presents all over the place. It's not about food or stuff in your face. Like Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, and Ed, you see, Christmas is all about family. Home's where the heart is, that's what they say. I bet your poor heart feels miles away. Don't fret, little cat, wipe off that tear. If we can't find your home, then you can stay here. But she could tell that I was homesick. She wanted more, and that's when I heard a scratch at the door. Why, someone to see you, you lucky black cat. And I think he knows just where home is at. Like a furry black flash, she threw out the door. She was moving so fast she did not touch the floor. I guess you'll be leaving, I said with a sigh. I'm so glad to meet you. Tell your folks I said hi. So I sat in my chair and put my tree in my lap as I settled myself for a long winter's nap. I was happy to know she had a home of her own. Too bad I'd be spending my Christmas alone. But just when I started to slumber and snore, again I heard the scratch scratch on my door. The cat had come back. She had something to do. And what do you want? And Kitty said, "Me too." And she did, didn't you know? In fact, she moved in. Some friends are like family, and she became kin. Up there is her photo hung high on the tree, wrapped snug in the branches for all to see. So Kitty is home now, and I think that she'll stay. She's gone up to bed at the end of this long day. The story is over, now that everything's right. Merry Christmas to all, and to all, a good night. Okay, my friends, I hope you enjoy the book, and Merry Christmas.